Hey everyone, welcome to Technically You. Today we're discussing a critical topic, cybersecurity risk assessment. If you work in IT, security, or a business, you need to know how to assess and mitigate cyber risks before they become disasters.
Yes, today's topic is huge because cyber threats are not slowing down. In fact, the cost of cybercrime is projected to hit $10 trillion, $500 billion annually by 2025. That's insane.
Exactly. So today we're going to break it all down, what a cybersecurity risk assessment is, why it matters, how to do it step by step, and who needs it the most.
All right, let's start with the basics. What is a cybersecurity risk assessment?
A cybersecurity risk assessment is a structured process for identifying potential threats, vulnerabilities, and risks that could impact a business or organization's IT infrastructure, data, and operations. It helps companies determine what security measures are needed to minimize risks and comply with regulations.
That makes sense. So instead of waiting for a cyber attack to happen, businesses should be proactively identifying and fixing weak spots before bad actors can exploit them.
Exactly. Think of it like a health checkup for your IT environment. You wouldn't wait until you're seriously ill to see a doctor, right?
Haha, that's a good analogy. Given the growing sophistication of ransomware, phishing scams, and insider threats, skipping a risk assessment is like walking blindfolded through a minefield.
All right, now let's break down the 8 key components of a cybersecurity risk assessment.
The first step is knowing what you're protecting. This includes hardware, software, networks, databases, and even personnel. If you don't know what you have, you can't protect it.
So basically, you need an inventory of every IT asset, even those old systems running on Windows XP.
Haha, exactly. Even forgotten devices could be an entry point for attackers.
Next up, threats. What are we talking about here?
Threats can be internal or external, including ransomware, phishing, insider threats, data breaches, and even natural disasters like power outages or fires.
I read that 90% of cyber attacks start with phishing emails. That's terrifying.
Once you identify threats, you need to find weak spots in your security. This means testing firewalls, outdated software, and human errors, like employees using 123456 as their password.
Oh no, someone listening is feeling personally attacked right now. Okay, so if a vulnerability gets exploited, how bad can it get?
That's what impact analysis determines. Can a breach shut down operations, expose sensitive customer data, lead to lawsuits? It's all about assessing the financial, operational, and reputational impact.
So not every risk is created equal, right?
Exactly. Some threats, like nation-state cyber attacks, may be low likelihood for small businesses, but highly severe if they do occur. Others, like phishing scams, happen every day and need immediate attention.
All right, now that we know our risks, how do we fix them?
This includes strong passwords, MFA, firewalls, EDR/XDR solutions, encryption, and security awareness training.
And patch your software, people. Outdated systems are a hacker's best friend.
Every industry has cybersecurity laws and regulations. For example, healthcare, HIPAA compliance, finance, PCI, DSS and SOX, and government, NIST and CMMC.
And last but not least, cyber risks are always changing. How often should businesses run a risk assessment?
Ideally, quarterly or annually, plus whenever there's a major change like new systems, acquisitions, or a cyber incident.
Okay, who absolutely must do these assessments?
Banks and financial institutions handle millions of sensitive transactions daily. Healthcare providers' patient data is a goldmine for hackers. Retail and e-commerce, a breach can expose customer credit card data. Manufacturing and supply chains, industrial control systems are vulnerable to cyber threats. And of course, government agencies. National security depends on strong cyber defenses.
And basically, every industry needs cybersecurity assessments, especially with remote work, IoT, and AI-driven attacks growing.
All right, let's walk through a step-by-step framework for businesses to follow, starting with define scope and objectives. What are we assessing? Data centers, cloud apps, IoT devices. Next, identify assets and threats, make an inventory and identify risks. Then assess vulnerabilities, conduct penetration tests and audits. After that, analyze impact and likelihood, determine severity levels. Next, develop mitigation strategies, patch weaknesses, enforce MFA, and update policies. Followed by implement security measures, deploy firewalls, CMs, and MDR solutions. Finally, monitor and update continuously. Risk never stops evolving.
All right, this has been a power-packed episode. Any final thoughts?
Cybersecurity risk assessments aren't optional anymore. They protect businesses, prevent data breaches, and save money in the long run.
Absolutely. If your company hasn't done a cybersecurity risk assessment yet, now is the time.
And don't forget, patch your systems, train your employees, and stay alert.
Thanks for tuning in to Technically You. Stay safe, stay secure, and stay curious. See you in the next episode.